Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Alina, and in today's tutorial I will teach you how to make this tubular filled netting bracelet. So it's looking like Russian spiral but it's not. It's actually a very heavy, because I use 6mm pearls. It's a substantial bracelet, not for the fainted-hearted, and it's have a lot of structure, so it's keeping the spiral so good. It's the opposite of the Russian spiral netting. As you can know, sometimes it can collapse, but this one it's really very steady. So it's a repetitive stitch. You're just going to need some Toho seed beads, and actually you can fill this area with anything you desire. You can put bicones, you can put fire polish, you can even put 4mm pearls, or even bigger if you want. You can make it as a necklace. It's going to look amazing as a statement necklace. So this is the tutorial for today. Let's get started. Let's see what materials you're going to need. You're going to need a beading thread. Of course, I'm using Fireline 8LB because I want my beadwork to have structure. Then you're going to need two Toho seed beads, contrasting color. You're going to need one color for the stepping up process, but if you are advanced beader and you think you don't need it, you can use only one beading color of Toho seed beads, 11O. Then you're going to need some pearls, 6mm. I chose the white one, and the beading needle, of course, and a clasp of your choice. So with all this, let's get started. I added around 180 centimeter or 70 inches of thread, and I'm going to pick up a pearl, a 6mm pearl. Then I'm going to pick up a seed bead. It's not the crossover bead. Another pearl, another 11O, a pearl, and an 11O. So you must have in total 3 pearls and 3 11O beads. And then we're going to form a circle. Make sure you leave a tail about 20 centimeter or 7-8 inches. And I'm making sure I will go through all the beads again to form a circle. And make sure you go through all, even if it's you see like a circle now, make sure you go through all of them one more time, because it will be very helpful when we're going to start making the project. So now I want to go one more time to all the beads, and I want to exit one of the 11Os from here. So this is our first row of beadwork. Now we're going to pick up a sequence of 3 11Os, then a crossover bead, which is also 11O, then 3 more 11Os. So this is the sequence. You have 7 beads, 3 one color, 1 another color, and 3 the same color like the first one. And basically we want to wrap our pearl with this beads. So if you're using different beads, different size, now we are using 6mm. If you're using 4 or 8 or 10, whatever, make sure your beads are going to wrap the the seed beads, they can wrap the pearl or any bead you're using as a filler for the netting. So our thread is exiting this 11O. I will just go through the next one, and I'm pulling. What I want to make sure is that I want to cup this, so I will put these beads that I just added, I will lift them up just like this. So now I will repeat to go through this one and this one. So I will pick up 3 11O, a crossover bead, and 3 11Os, and I'm going through the next 11O available right here, just like this. And I'm going to pull again, and I'm making sure the beads are staying up like a cup, like a teacup. Okay, now let's do it one more time. 3 11 O's, a crossover bead, and 3 11 O's, and I'm going through the next 11 O right here, just like this, and I'm pulling again. So now this is what we have, and now we want to add another row of pearls. So I want to step up, so this is why it comes in handy to use another color of beads here, because I know exactly which one is my stepping up bead. It's a different color. If you use the same color, it's the fourth one. Spoiler alert, it's the fourth bead from down. So I'm going like this, and then I will pick up a pearl, and I'm going through this crossover bead right here. While I'm doing this, I'm making sure I want my work to cup, so I'm pulling inwards like this, pick up another pearl, and go through this crossover bead right here, just like this, and another pearl, and go through this crossover bead right here, just like this. So we added our filler for this tubular filled netting design. Now we need to add again the seed beads, so I will repeat the same thing. I will pick up 3 11 O's, a crossover bead, and 3 more 11 O's, and then I will go through this crossover bead right here, just like this, and I'm pulling again. I want to make sure this Toho beads, they are wrapping this pearl just like this. It will be so much easier while you're netting. So put 3 more Toho, a crossover bead, and 3 more 11 O's, and I'm going through this crossover bead from here, and I will pull again, and I make sure it's wrapping my first pearl perfectly. Actually, it's the second one. We already make a row. Again, 3 11 O's, a crossover bead, and 3 11 O's, and I'm going through this one. This is my crossover bead right here, and as you can see now, it's time to step up. So in order to step up, I need to go through all the beads until my crossover bead, which is the fourth one, just like this. And now I will add my pearls again. All the time make sure you pull and snug the beads and the beadwork. I pick up a 6 millimeter pearl, I go through the crossover bead, stepping up. The beads are starting to sit in position already. Pick up a 6 millimeter. This is the stepping up bead I have to go through, and another 6 millimeter, and this is the bead. So there you have it. So now we're going to repeat the same thing all over again. So I will show you one more row. Pick up 3 Toho, a crossover bead, and 3 Toho, and I will go through this crossover bead right here. I'm going to pull, making sure it's snug and tight. 3 11 O's, a crossover bead, and 3 11 O's. I'm going, oh, I pick up 4, and I'm going through this one right here. Okay, one more time. 3 11 a crossover bead and 3 11 and here is the bead we have, the seed bead we have to cross, stepping up and pull. Now I'm going through all these beads again, stepping up so I can add my pearls. So I want to make some of the netting, and I will meet you right back to add at least one more row when the net is bigger, so you can see, and then I will show you how to add the clasp. So let's see how we're going to add the clasp. So I'm going to add another row of beads, so pick up 3 11 a crossover bead and 3 11 and I'm going to go through the next crossover bead just like this and pull again. Now my beading work, it's substantial, it's so much longer, and you can feel the heaviness of this bead work, which I love. So a crossover bead and 3 more 11s, going through the next crossover one more time. I'm making sure the beads are snug, so I'm going to pick up 3 11s, a crossover bead and 3 11s, and I'm going through the last crossover bead from here, just like this. So now we want to close this bead work and make it as a focal point, so I will go as usual and I will try to step up through this bead that you always stepping up, and without adding any bead I'm going through the next stepping out bead just like this, and I'm going to pull and through the last one. So as you can see, when we do this, we're going to close this beads on the pearls. So now I will go through the first one, so we make it as a circle just like this, and I'm going to pull. I'm just going to reinforce a little bit to make sure it stays in place. One more, like this. Now I'm going to pick up an 11 my clasp, just like this. My thread just get out from my needle. Okay, and another 11. So now I will show you our thread is exiting this. Our thread is exiting this 11. I want to go through this one on the opposite direction, just like this. It will be like a right angle weave stitch. Now as you can see, we attach the clasp through this two toho, but we need to attach it from here, so I will just cross my way. Let's see, I will go again through this one that we just added. This I'm going to pull and then go through the clasp again, and I'm going to pick up another 11 and I'm going to attach it to this step up seed bead that it's not attached yet, and I'm going to pull. So we created like a tripod for our clasp. So now I'm just going to reinforce everything. I'm going through this 11-0 and pull. I'm going through the clasp again, through the 11-0 and through this 11-0s right here, pull, and I want my beadwork here to be super snug. So I will reinforce especially this area with the last pearls that we added. So I'm going through this 11-0 and through this one, and I'm just making sure I am snug and pull super tight like this, so the beads will stay together in one place. So you can reinforce 2 times because I'm using 8 LB fire line. Maybe I can go 2 times. I will try to go 3 times and I will see how it's going. So this is how you attach the clasp, and make sure you do the same thing on the other side, and I will meet you right back. We finished the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, or even make sure you have the bell notification turned on so you will know every time I will upload a new tutorial. I will post also the video, the next video, if you want to watch it with the Russian spiral, so you can see the difference between this filled tubular netting and the Russian spiral. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Take care and bye bye.